Hey, what up, everybody? So I do very. Hey, my friends call me Wadu. My close friends call me very. You know, spending time. I had a beautiful evening. Just getting in my shoes and I'm about to start my day. What's the time? Time in Nigeria is 5:30. Yeah, just about to start my day. Okay. Listen to my song. Have you seen the song? Charlie Moran de bailo, Charlie Moran de bailo, Charlie Moran de bailo. See, Charlie Moran de bailo, Charlie Moran de bailo. That was my lover boy area. Now I'm still lover boy. Now I'm gangster. Gangster with the sweethearts. I don't really give a fuck about love. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about love. Love has been very stressful. To be honest, it was very stressful. It was beautiful at the beginning, and along the way, I learned some bad lessons. I figured out that love is not what it used to be no more. Yeah, love was love when my dad met my mom, and my mom met my dad so many years ago. But love is not love again. Love now is yeah. Okay. Big ups to Karat Luxury. Yeah, number one plug in Africa. Big shout out to my guys at Karat Luxury. Still the biggest and the baddest chain in Nigeria right now. Fuck it, nobody can beat this creativity. No jeweler can beat this creativity. Drop some racks. Drop some racks on this shit. Get the sauce, you make me cool. Good lifestyle, baby, know the purple. We have a wish no wine, penny come cocoa. Yeah, if you want to get something like this, hit up Karat Luxury on Instagram. Let me show you the page on Instagram. Karat Luxury. Yeah, this is Karat Luxury. Karat Luxury on Instagram. Yeah, those my guys. Karat Luxury. Yeah. So like I said, love is not love anymore. Right now love hurts. Love hurts, man. And I can't really blame anybody. I still have to blame myself because I failed to learn the first time, the second time. I've been born several times. But I learned eventually, Now I am who I am. Because I know what I know. I wouldn't say fuck the girls. I love the girls. Thank you guys for teaching me lessons. Yeah. Williams, what's the name of this brand?
Cool Ways.
Cool Ways, yeah. Cool Ways linked them, hooked me up with these pants, and I got this kicks from
Jordan.
Nike. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, I think it was some a had was happening in Nigeria then, and they had to share it out for some artists. And I was lucky to be part of the artist that got this piece first in the country. Well, basically, I found myself. found myself. I was lost. But I found myself. And I'm grateful for all the lessons. I'm grateful for the experiences. Because if not for the experiences, I'll still be stuck in the maze. You know. Right now I know what I know, like I said. And I'm gonna do with what I know, and I'm going to move ahead in life with what I know. You know. I don't hate people, but I know how to treat people better. You know, never ever forcing love. You know, not overplaying my roles in people's life. Once you show sign of mental health issues, I'm showing you the way out. You know, the time is past when I think I could save people. I used to have this savior complex, but you know, experiences taught me good, got me good, and I stay very spiritual all the damn time. I stay very, very spiritual. Look at this, you know, this prayer battle. Look at, yeah, this is where I am right now. I wake up in the morning, I do my prayer every single day. I never ever skip it, and I talk to God, you know, through His words. Yeah, all the time I talk to God through His words. You know, nothing beats spirituality at the end of the day. No matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter the kind of bread you have, if you're not close to God, you're always going to learn that spiritual lesson. So being close to God is so underrated. And I recently got to figure out the power of prayer. Prayer is everything, to be honest. I used to think prayers are for you know, church heads and whatnot. But you can still be a gangster and be close to God, you know. To be honest, you can be a gangster and still be close to God, love God, you know, converse with God, and have that very beautiful relationship with God. Costs nothing. As a guy, it costs nothing. You know, as a guy, you need it the most. Get close to God before the evil ones get close to you. It's so important. You know. Tomorrow, my son is coming over. He's coming over to spend some time with me. And I'm looking forward to having him in the house tomorrow morning. My beautiful son. Let me call him again. Please, picks up. Connect. Still not connecting, but it's not ringing yet. Probably the mama is nowhere. Let me call on. Normal call. Who's more than phobia? What's good, my dog?
Oh, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah. Okay. Connect. It's not connecting anyway. But I'll be having my son in the house tomorrow. Let me show you some of the pictures my son took. Yeah. That's my son. He took this picture. Yeah, it's like my carbon copy, you know. I swear. I love him so much. Okay, so let me pick up something. Yeah. Like I said, my bro, fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. You know, this year has been a hell of a year, and you know, I'm grateful for the experiences. I'm grateful for being able to navigate life. You know, I'm actually not dying. Yeah, because I know people that would have spiraled down, facing half of the thing I faced this year. To be honest, this year alone I faced betrayal. This year alone I faced being stolen from, and to cap it off, I lost my father just 2 months ago, and it's crazy, but I'm always thankful for the experiences. I'm always grateful to God. Like my dad used to say, in whatever situation you find yourself, always be thankful. Always be thankful. Never ever beat yourself down, because by the time you beat yourself down, you're letting the devil win. Just put your head up always. Be a soldier, be a gangster, and just keep going. Just keep going. It feels good. And one more thing, taking health serious is so underrated that people get carried away with lifestyle that is not actually theirs. People get easily carried away. Everybody wants to live a life of a star, a life that's seen on TV, music videos, forgetting that we all have different systems, different bodies, and somebody might be dying tomorrow and is smoking as much, like he's smoking like a train, and drinking alcohol like there's no tomorrow, and he's about to die tomorrow. And a lot of people feel carried away, like that's the kind of life they want to live. To be honest, I was like that too. I tried to compare my life with other people's life, but it almost kind of fucked up my health. So I took my health serious. I took cleanliness serious, and watch the things that make my body feel different, and stick to the things that helps me feel good. And to be honest, it's been beautiful. I kind of quit smoking for a while. I haven't smoked weed for almost 3 months now, and smoking weed over 13 years ago. Been smoking weed since 13 years plus now. I've been smoking weed back to back to back. I don't even smoke cigarette. Been smoking fucking weed, and been chasing the same highness. But like I said, I found myself. There's absolutely nothing so interesting in doing all those stuff again. I was smoking weed, I was using pills, I was hooked on the craziest things ever. But with time I got to figure out that those things are just going to damage you, to be honest, because there's a wave of mental health issue going on around the country, and it's not being spoken about enough. A lot of young fellas are going through mental health issues right now, but there's not so much attention to that part of being in Nigeria, because we're in Nigeria. We're in Nigeria, yeah. And it takes everybody wants the government to do everything. If the government is not saying anything about it, then there's nothing happening about it. But me myself, I can tell you that there's a wave of mental health crisis going on in Nigeria right now, like a big wave of it, and there's not so much thing to blame than the type of weed we smoke, the type of drugs we're exposed to, kind of pills. Shit is crazy, the anxiety can be mad, can be tough for you, but I'm putting it out to you that those substances will get you fucked up more. At the beginning, it's going to feel good. You're going to feel alright, at the beginning. But I'm telling you, as time goes on, that thing that takes away your anxiety would be would be the reason for your anxiety, and it's going to be crazier than you ever thought. So find yourself, try to stay clean, you know, think about your mental health, think about the people that love you, think about positivity, and if you're scared to go through the withdrawal process or withdrawal wherever, just, it's not bad if you go to the hospital. Nobody's going to hold you or shame you for that. Find help, man. It's better, the earlier the better. Yeah, because I myself, I can't suffer from anxiety. Like, I suffer from anxiety a whole lot, and I turned to weed smoking to deal with my anxiety. The high was good at the beginning. It was beautiful. It was heavenly. But I just realized that I kept chasing the same high. I kept chasing the same thing over and over. It was an endless circle. And yeah. So if I'm ever gonna smoke weed again, I'm sure I'm never gonna smoke Nigeria's weed, because the dealers are devil's brothers. They don't give a fuck about your health. They don't give a fuck about whoever is smoking that shit. As long as you're able to buy that gram of weed, they don't give a fuck. So it's better, the earlier the better you save yourself, so you don't die fast. Yeah, so yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. Hey, that's my dad. That's my dad. Rest in peace, my papa. Rest in peace with my dad. That's my mother. I love my mother to death. I love my dad to death too. I just lost my dad anyway. Rest in peace to him. I love my mama. I hope she stays. And I hope she lives long, because I can't imagine her dying. She's everything to me though. I love her till death. Till fucking death. Very, very. Vroom. Taking on the GANGSTER. Yo. What's good, everybody? Welcome to my studio. This is where I find my peace. When I want time away from the world, I just lock in my studio. This is where I find my peace. There's no type of peace as good as the peace you find during your creative process. And it's beautiful. I just want to get shut out from everybody. So when I want to do that, I just come to the studio. I stay locked in, and I record music, beautiful music. I've made world-class music in the studio. Believe in me, made beautiful songs. And rest in peace to my friend Mubad. Rest in peace. We shared the stage together at my first of night show. On a Thursday, man. It was a Thursday 3 years ago. And I shut down. Is it Bayrock or whatever the name of the place is? 3,000 people came to my show to see me on a Thursday, not even on a Friday, not a Saturday, on a Thursday. Everywhere was packed, filled up, So shout out to my core fan base, people that will pull up anytime I need them. It's not easy, but I've got people that love my music till death, people that listen to just my songs, and that can never be, that can never not be appreciated. I appreciate every single person rocking with me. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. The industry is what it is, but I always take my time to, to stay grateful, to understand that, everything is a process. Even though it might not be the way a lot of people want it to be, Let me load that stuff. Even though it might not be the way some people want it to be, I'm still grateful for the people that would, that would basically die for me. Yeah. People that rock with me so hard, that would, come out for me and, burn down the whole of Lagos for me. Why? Because of my music. Yeah. To be honest, can never be underrated, man. I always feel loved when I wake up and see people telling me this, that, or I love your music, your music has done this. It makes me feel good. And I appreciate it. So in this studio I recorded Hasta La Vie, I recorded On the Low, yeah. I recorded Oniteni, I recorded GPIO, one of my greatest hits. I recorded them here. The song with Bella Shmoda, the song with Mubad, the song with Leah, the song with quite a number of people and other creatives. It was all recorded in the studio. And like I said, I can never ever underrate the power of creativity. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with a note. You should always work with the confidence of a sleepwalker. Never ever underrate what you can do for yourself. Never compare yourself to anybody. Stay original. Stay grounded. Love who love you. And tell the people that despise you to fuck out of here. Have the power of discretion. Ask God for the grace to help you identify your enemies. Because most of the time you might be rocking with your enemies and you think, they're there for you. But always ask God for the power of discernment to know who the enemies are. Don't make too much friends. Don't leave people's asses. Stay grounded. Pray a lot. Fuck a lot of girls. But stay protected. Take care of your family. Spend money if you have it. Yeah. If you have money, spend it. Because if you don't, if you're trying to save, you might just drop dead. And the money would go back to the system. So money is not for you anyway. Money is just designed to serve you. So if you've got money, yeah, splash it. Splash money, man. Because the time is ticking, and the time is short. We always think we have a very long ass time, but I'm telling you today, the time is, it's just like this. You don't think you have like this, the time is like this. So whatever you want to do it. Go after your goals with the confidence of a sleepwalker. Never be scared of anybody. Only God can take you. Yeah. Only God can fucking take you, man. Don't you with anybody. Yeah. So these are songs of the greatest of all times. Yeah. I try to expose myself to quality music so I can put out quality music myself. With the amount of noise we have in the industry right now, you have to stay, you have to make sure you stand out. You have to make sure nobody sounds like you. You have to make sure nobody has your style, because make your style very, very hard to copy. Yeah, because when they copy your style, everybody can say, this is Wadu did this thing first. You understand? So yeah, stay original, basically. Let's go. This is slaughterhouse music. slaughterhouse. You can see my chain. See my chain? Yeah. Yeah, this is where I got the inspiration for this chain from this place. You know, so like I said, I always stay very original. So you can trace back the style, you can trace back the originality. It's from my from my logo down to my chain, and I have slaughterhouse on my skin. You can see? Yeah. So always the original. It's important to this my old baby. I've had this baby for quite a while. I'm emotionally connected to this car. You know, I could have changed it, I could have swapped it, or just get a new one basically. But I'm emotionally connected to this car. You know, many years ago, I had some issues with some people. You know, this car was the only thing that that survived. You know, I'm grateful for the experience one more time, but for some reason I'm emotionally connected to this car. And when I build my dream mansion, I'm gonna use this car as my chandelier. Yeah, mark this word. I'm gonna use this car as my chandelier in a few years to come. You know, to be honest, and that's my truck. This is my truck. House flag. Originality work for me. Why I not go show together? So it's a fucking movement, you know. It's not for fun. It's a movement. Is there anybody else in the house? She's sleeping. Alright, cool. Let's go to the store. Respect is respiro ka. I'm taking a ride to the studio, to the store right now. I'm trying to go get a few drinks for myself. This is it's a 2012 Camaro. Yeah, but somehow it still makes the most noise. Girl, I'm falling, baby. Give me your love. Girl, I'm loving you wanting, yeah, I say you need your love. Oshimilanka, no be shere Gambia. For me ni koro, kuma for me ganga. Africa dancer, see I like the way you dance. Shut up with the bounce like a belly dancer. Oshimilanka, no be shere Gambia. Pussy ni koro, mati pussy ganga. Africa dancer, see I like the way you dance. Shut up with the bounce like a belly dancer. Cause I love her. And I like to know her, and she like to show off, and I like to show her. I know so many men do it. Kerewa, omo shalewa, tiba kole kuma wolewa, tiba balago asarewa, ade shalewa. Kerewa, omo shalewa, tiba kole kuma wolewa, tiba balago asarewa, ade shalewa. I'm falling, baby. African dancer, she like the way you dance. Shut up with the bounce like a belly dancer. Please no water. Call me your account number.
Okay. 81
81
02.
02.
Okay. Alright, thank you, boss.
Oh, yeah, now you go smile now. Great guy. Did I get cash for it?
No.
Did the cash though? But now they come back like this.
Now they come back.
Make us stop.
I go say something come out.
Stop me, we don't go tell no worry. Stop at Tumana. I've been moving free load. Are you ready? In an accessory for my car this evening. Hopefully the person can fix it this evening. But I'm pretty sure the person is going to be stuck in the form of traffic. Who knows? My former landlord used to call my Camaro Russia Walker. It would always get your attention for some reason. Okay. Let's go. We are going to blow this place out. Yeah, blow it out. Like 2 bears for 1 day. Let me not take my drink. I want something a bit tasty, bro. Yeah, that one is boring.
Which one?
This one.
Like sugar or like something a little more tasty.
Yeah, man. I think this one is better.
Everywhere, the blood. Our boss.